Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Novi Safitri. In this moment, I would like to talk about car, a technological invention that changed the world. An automobile, autocar, motorcar, or car is a wheeled motor vehicle used for transporting passengers, which also carries its own engine or motor. Most definition of the term specify that automobiles are designed to run primarily on roads, to have seating for 1 to 8 people, to typically have 4 wheels, and to be constructed principally for the transport of people rather than goods. The automobile has had a profound impact on the way that we live our lives. Over 1.2 billion vehicles populate the roads worldwide, and 88 million cars were sold in 2016 alone. How did such a humble invention change the face of global transportation? The first attempts to develop an automobile focused on building a reliable power source. For much of the 17th, 18th, and 19th centuries, steam power was the area of interest. By the mid to late 1800s, some steam vehicles enjoyed sufficient success and practicality to provide mass transit in the United Kingdom. This era also saw the successful development of electric motors via the invention of the lead-acid battery. In 1885 or 1886, Carl Benz built his first automobile, and what was probably the first practical vehicle propelled by gasoline. For the next 30 years, the steam engine, electric motor, and internal combustion engine competed to become the dominant form of automobile propulsion. France and the US began mass-producing vehicles by the year 1900. In 1908, Henry Ford began production of the Model T, the first affordable and reliable car for the emerging American middle class. The 1950s saw the production of faster vehicles with extravagant styling inspired by the space age and the new interstate highway system. The 1960s saw the emergence of foreign competitors to the American big three automakers. German and Japanese firms built smaller, fuel-efficient cars that attracted many cost-conscious consumers. This led US manufacturers to emphasize performance by developing the muscle car. The Ford Mustang and several Camaro but affordable Speedy were introduced in 1964 and 1966. By the end of the decade, automobiles were large, low, powerful, and fuel-hungry. The 1970s marked the end of cheap fuel due to the oil crisis of 1973 and 1979. This led to a temporary quadrupling and doubling of oil prices. Combined with the passage of automobile safety laws and environmental regulations, consumers choose smaller, slower, and more fuel-efficient vehicles. This led to an erosion of market share for American firms as their Japanese and German competitors gained ground. The 1980s and 90s saw the rise of computer simulation and digital ECUs, which led to more aerodynamic and fuel-efficient automobiles. Today's automobiles market is dominated by machines that have undergone a century of continuous refinement. Advancing technology has allowed for fuel efficiency, engine power output, and car handling to improve simultaneously. In combination with modern safety measures, cars today are faster, more agile, more fuel efficient, more comfortable, more reliable, and safer than their historical counterparts. Electric cars have made a comeback as the world seeks to reduce its dependence on fossil fuels. The future of the automobile is bright as autonomous vehicles that can efficiently navigate roadways continue to shape the way that humanity travels and lives. That's for me. Thank you for watching. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.